Hello, friends. Listening practice is very important in the development of English fluency. In this video series, I will tell you a story or an essay or a process or an event. You have to perform two activities. First, after listening the video, speak the content in your own words. Second, pay attention to new words, phrases and expressions and use them in your daily spoken English. This will definitely help you in removing your hesitation and developing your English fluency. So let's start today's content. Today I am going to tell you a story. One morning when King Krishnadev Rai's court was assembled, two men entered carrying a golden statue of a swan. All the courtiers were awestruck by the beauty of the statue. The various diamonds and precious stones studded into the statue glittered in the daylight. The richness of the statue was in stark contrast to the poor appearance of the two men. Who are you and what do you want? Asked the king. Maharaj, my name is Ramu and this is my best friend Shamu. We have been best friends and neighbors since childhood. He grows vegetables and I am a rice farmer. In last month's unexpected rains, most of his harvest was destroyed and his fields became waterlogged. Samu continued the story. Like a good friend should do, Ramu helped me in times of need. He offered me a portion of his land where I could plant some fast growing vegetables. Yesterday, while I was tilling the land, I found this golden swan. Samu immediately came to me with it. He insists that since it was found in my land, it belongs to me, said Ramu. I think that is the right thing to do, Samu said. But he was the one who discovered the statue and I had already given the land to him. So I think it belongs to him, but he will not accept it, complained Ramu. Very interesting. Krishna Devarai was amused. Who can settle this dispute among these friends? Who does the swan belong to? It looks like neither will accept it. Asked Krishna Devarai to his courtiers. It was indeed a strange situation. Usually, the disputes that came to the king's court involved people fighting over possessions. This was exactly opposite. Each friend wanted to give the swan to the other. Then Chatur Pandit spoke. Dear king, this swan has been obtained from the land of this kingdom. It is a sign from the gods. I request you to grant me permission to take this swan home and inspect it. Then I can consult the religious books and conduct the necessary rituals for the well being of the kingdom. As soon as Chatur Pandit said this, everyone realized that it was his cunning plan to steal some of the diamonds and gems from the statue. After his inspection is over, the swan would lose most of its valuable stones. The king's treasurer spoke next. Your Majesty, I think the swan belongs to the royal treasury. We should take possession of it. Krishna Devarai shook his head in disagreement to these suggestions. Then he turned to his wise and witty minister Tenali Rama. Tenali, let me hear your suggestion. Your Highness, I think we should auction this swan. The money that we get should then be used to build a beautiful garden in the main street of the kingdom. It should have a fresh water fountain and shady trees. Travelers from around the world should be able to rest there. We should have pillar in the garden on which the wonderful story of these selfless and generous friends is engraved. Thus, their friendship will become famous and be remembered for generations to come. Both the friends were very pleased to hear this suggestion. The king and the courtiers praised Tenali Rama's focus on welfare of the kingdom. Thank you.